Deep within the hallowed halls of Yale University Library, tucked away from prying eyes and the passage of time, lies a book that has baffled scholars and scientists for over a century, known simply as the Voynich Manuscript. This ancient book is a portal to a world of mystery, an enigma wrapped in vellum pages that seem to hold the key to a long-forgotten language, or perhaps a hidden reality. The story of the book begins in the dim recesses of an antiquarian shop, where it was discovered in 1912. Named after its finder, the manuscript is a medieval book written in an unknown script and illustrated with strange and beautiful drawings. What makes the Voynich manuscript truly unique is the baffling array of symbols and images that adorn its pages. From illustrations of bizarre plants to astronomical charts depicting unfamiliar constellations and diagrams of nude women bathing in green pools, the manuscript is a feast for the eyes, albeit one that leaves the mind utterly perplexed. But the Voynich manuscript is more than just a collection of curious illustrations. The true heart of the enigma lies in its text, an intricate web of characters that have resisted all attempts at translation. Written in an unknown alphabet, the script flows in neat lines, as if penned by a scribe who knew exactly what he was writing. But to the countless experts who have examined the manuscript over the years, it might as well be a foreign language, which, in fact, it is. Every effort to decipher the script has come up empty-handed, leaving scholars to wonder if the language is simply too obscure to be understood, or if there is some other explanation for the strange symbols. Adding to the intrigue of the Voynich manuscript is its history, or rather the lack thereof. The book's origins are shrouded in mystery, and its creation date is unknown. It is believed to have been created in the early 15th century, possibly in northern Italy, but the exact circumstances surrounding its creation are a complete enigma. What we do know is that the manuscript changed hands many times throughout history, passing through the hands of alchemists, emperors and scholars, each hoping to unlock the secrets held within its pages. But the manuscript remained stubbornly silent, its secret safe within its ancient text. Imagine holding this book in your hands, its weight a tangible presence, its leather cover smooth and worn from centuries of touch. As you open it, the scent of aged paper fills your nostrils, a fragrance that speaks of forgotten libraries and dusty attics. The illustrations leap out at you, their strangeness both unsettling and captivating. You find yourself drawn into the intricate details, searching for meaning in the patterns and shapes. The text, a cryptic melody, dances before your eyes, its rhythm both alluring and frustrating. You feel a sense of urgency, a need to understand, to unlock the secrets held within these ancient pages. Time seems to stand still as you lose yourself in the labyrinth of the Voynich manuscript, its mysteries weaving a spell that is at once terrifying and exhilarating. The manuscript's most famous illustrations are those of plants, which are unlike any known species, suggesting that they may be mythical or even extraterrestrial. The botanical drawings are not just beautiful to behold, but also incredibly detailed, showing not only the plant's leaves and flowers, but also its roots and the soil in which it grows. These illustrations have led some to speculate that the book may be a herbalist's guide to magical or medicinal plants, while others believe that the plants depicted may be entirely fictional, existing only in the realm of imagination. Another intriguing aspect of the Voynich manuscript is its astronomical charts, which depict constellations and celestial bodies that do not match any known astronomical records. The diagrams show strange and beautiful star patterns that were likely unknown to medieval astronomers and challenge our understanding of the cosmos. This has led some to speculate that the manuscript may contain a lost form of astrology, or that it may even depict the night sky as seen from another planet entirely. As you delve deeper into the mysteries of the Voynich manuscript, you stumble upon another set of perplexing illustrations, those of nude women bathing in green pools. These drawings are not just visually striking, but also thematically puzzling, leading some to believe that the manuscript may contain a secret treatise on alchemy or hermeticism. The women depicted seem serene and otherworldly, their bodies contorted in ways that suggest they are more than just human. These illustrations have led some to speculate that the manuscript may contain a hidden message, or that it may even be a key to a lost civilization. The Voynich manuscript has captivated the imaginations of scholars, scientists, and mystery lovers for decades. Its strange illustrations and indecipherable text have inspired countless theories and speculations, but no one has ever been able to unlock its secrets completely. Some have suggested that the manuscript is a hoax, while others believe that it is the key to a lost civilization or a hidden dimension. Despite the many theories, the Voynich manuscript remains an enigma, its mysteries as deep and boundless as the universe itself. Over the years, experts have put forward various theories to explain the Voynich manuscript, but none have been universally accepted. Some believe that the script is a cipher or code, while others argue that it is simply an unknown language. There is even a theory that the manuscript is a kind of diary, with the strange illustrations serving as a visual aid to help the writer remember events from his life. However, the most popular theory is that the Voynich manuscript is a kind of grimoire, a book of magic or spells. The astronomical charts and diagrams of plants could be used to help cast spells, with the nude figures representing the elements or the 4 seasons. This theory is supported by the fact that the manuscript was found in the possession of an alchemist, and it is possible that it was used in the practice of alchemy or hermeticism. One of the most compelling aspects of the Voynich manuscript is the astronomical section, which features diagrams of constellations and celestial bodies that do not match any known astronomical records. These charts are incredibly detailed, showing not only the positions of the stars, but also their colors and even their brightness. This has led some to speculate that the manuscript may contain a lost form of astrology or astronomy, or that it may even depict the night sky as seen from another planet entirely. If this is true, it would mean that the author of the manuscript had knowledge of the universe that was far ahead of his time. The Voynich manuscript is currently housed in the Yale University Library, where it is kept in a climate-controlled case to preserve its fragile pages. It is one of the most popular items in the library, and thousands of visitors come from all over the world to see it for themselves. The library also houses a digital copy of the manuscript, which can be viewed online. If you are a lover of mysteries or a student of the arcane, the Voynich manuscript is a must-see. Its strange illustrations and indecipherable text will challenge your understanding of the world and leave you questioning the limits of human knowledge. Just be careful not to get lost in its labyrinthine pages. Once you enter the world of the Voynich manuscript, there is no telling when or how you might emerge. The allure of the Voynich manuscript lies not only in its strange contents, but also in its mysterious origins. The book's history is shrouded in secrecy, and its creation date is unknown. It is believed to have been created in the early 15th century, possibly in northern Italy, but the exact circumstances surrounding its creation are a complete enigma. What we do know is that the manuscript changed hands many times throughout history, passing through the hands of alchemists, emperors, and scholars, each hoping to unlock the secrets held within its pages. But the manuscript remains stubbornly silent, its secrets safe within its ancient text. The Voynich manuscript is a reminder that there are still many things in this world that we do not understand. Its strange illustrations and indecipherable text challenge our understanding of the natural world and the limits of human knowledge. It is a testament to the power of the unknown and the endless mysteries that still exist in our universe. For those who are fascinated by the paranormal or the occult, the Voynich manuscript is a treasure trove of mystery. Its diagrams of plants, astronomical charts, and depictions of nude bathers have inspired countless theories and speculations, but no one has ever been able to unlock its secrets completely. Some believe that the manuscript is a hoax, while others argue that it is the key to a lost civilization or a hidden dimension. Despite the many theories, the Voynich manuscript remains an enigma, its mysteries as deep and boundless as the universe itself. In conclusion, the Voynich manuscript is a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, Its strange illustrations and indecipherable text have captivated the imaginations of scholars, scientists, and mystery lovers for decades. Whether you believe that it is a hoax or a genuine lost artifact, there is no denying that the manuscript is a remarkable piece of history. Its mysterious origins and unknown purpose make it one of the most fascinating books ever found. So if you are ever in New Haven, Connecticut, I highly recommend taking a trip to the Yale University Library to see it for yourself. Just be careful not to get lost in its labyrinthine pages. Once you enter the world of the Voynich manuscript, there is no telling when or how you might emerge. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the unknown. And until next time, keep an open mind and a curious heart. For in this world, anything is possible. What if I told you that there was a book out there that could rewrite history? A book that has baffled scholars and scientists alike. A book that has been locked away for centuries, hidden from the eyes of the public, its secrets buried in a vault. Today, we delve into the world of one of the greatest mysteries of our time, the Voynich manuscript. Join me as we uncover the secrets of this mysterious book and explore the theories that surround it. From alchemists to extraterrestrials, no stone is left unturned in our quest to understand this enigmatic artifact. So get ready to embark on a journey that will take you to the very edge of human knowledge and understanding. Let's dive into the mysterious world of the Voynich manuscript. The Voynich manuscript is a medieval book written in an unknown script and filled with bizarre illustrations of plants, stars, and nude women. What makes this book so special is that nobody has ever been able to decipher its contents. Despite numerous attempts by cryptographers and historians, the text remains a complete mystery. The book is believed to have been written sometime between 1404 and 1436 in Italy, and is named after the Polish bookseller Wilfrid Voynich, who purchased it in 1912. Before coming into Voynich's hands, the book had quite a history. In the 17th century, it was owned by an Italian alchemist named Georg Pesaro, who believed that the book contained secret knowledge about the universe and the human body. He annotated the text with his own theories and added diagrams to help explain the cryptic illustrations. However, his efforts to unlock the secrets of the book were ultimately unsuccessful. In the years since the Voynich manuscript was discovered, it has changed hands several times and is now owned by an anonymous collector. The book is kept in a vault at an undisclosed location and is only available for viewing by appointment. Due to its fragile condition, the pages are extremely brittle and can only be viewed under controlled lighting conditions. Despite these precautions, the book has been the subject of intense scrutiny and analysis by experts from various fields. The Voynich manuscript has inspired countless theories, each more fantastical than the last. Some believe it is a medical treatise, its illustrations depicting herbal remedies and astrological influences. Others see it as an alchemical text, a guide to the philosopher's stone hidden in its cryptic symbols. One theory posits that the manuscript is a hoax, created by a Renaissance con artist to swindle wealthy patrons. Another suggests that it is the work of a madman, its pages filled with the ravings of a disturbed mind. But perhaps the most intriguing theory is that the manuscript is a glimpse into a parallel world, a reality where the laws of nature are different, and the plants and stars are those of another universe. In this view, the text is not meant to be understood by us, but by beings from that other realm. This leads us to ask, why would someone go through all the trouble of creating a fake book and hiding it away for centuries? The answer, it seems, lies in the very nature of the manuscript itself. For the Voynich manuscript is no ordinary book. It is a gateway to a world beyond our own, a portal to a realm where the rules of reality are suspended and anything is possible. This is the realm of alchemy, where science and magic intertwine and the boundaries of the physical world are blurred. And it is here that we find the key to understanding the Voynich manuscript and its enigmatic purpose. Now, let's delve deeper into this fascinating theory. The idea that the manuscript is an alchemical text has been explored by numerous scholars, including Paul Hallock. who believes that the book contains a detailed map of the Philosopher's Stone, a legendary substance said to be capable of turning lead into gold. Holovaček's theory is supported by the fact that the manuscript contains numerous illustrations of alchemical symbols and diagrams. For example, one illustration shows a green and red triangle, which is a symbol of the union of opposites, a key concept in alchemy. Other illustrations depict various stages of the alchemical process, such as calcination, distillation, and coagulation. These symbols and diagrams are not merely decorative. They are, in fact, a coded language that reveals the secrets of alchemy. According to Holovač, the book's author was a master alchemist who sought to preserve his knowledge for future generations. However, he realized that this knowledge was too dangerous and powerful to be shared with just anyone. Thus, he encoded his teachings in a way that only those who had undergone rigorous training in alchemy could understand. Holovač himself was a former intelligence officer who had specialized in cryptography. He spent years studying the manuscript before finally deciphering the text. According to Holovač, the manuscript is divided into 3 parts. The first part deals with the creation of the Philosopher's Stone. The second part discusses the use of the stone to transmute base metals into gold. And the third part explores the spiritual and philosophical implications of alchemy. Holovaček's translation of the manuscript has revealed some startling insights into the nature of reality. According to the text, the physical world is nothing but an illusion, and that everything is composed of a single substance, which can be transformed into anything else. This substance is known as the prima materia, or the primary matter, and it is the building block of all matter in the universe. By understanding the true nature of this substance, alchemists were able to manipulate it and transform it into different forms. This process is known as transmutation, and it is through transmutation that alchemists were able to create the Philosopher's Stone. This legendary substance was said to be composed of 4 elements: sulfur, mercury, salt, and water. These elements were not the same as the classical elements of earth, air, fire, and water. Rather, they were more like chemical compounds or isotopes. By combining these elements in the right proportions, alchemists could create a substance that had the ability to transmute other substances. The process of creating the Philosopher's Stone was known as the magnum opus, or the Great Work. It was a long and complicated process that required years of study and practice. Alchemists had to master a wide range of techniques, including distillation, sublimation, calcination, and dissolution. They also had to have a deep understanding of the properties of the elements and how they interacted with each other. But the rewards of this process were said to be immeasurable. Not only could alchemists create gold and other precious metals, but they could also achieve immortality. This was because the Philosopher's Stone was not just a chemical substance, it was also a spiritual elixir. By ingesting small amounts of the stone, alchemists could rejuvenate their bodies and extend their lifespan indefinitely. While this may sound like fantasy, there is evidence that alchemy was a real and serious practice in medieval Europe. Alchemists were not just madmen or charlatans. They were often highly educated individuals who made significant contributions to the fields of chemistry and medicine. For example, one of the most famous alchemists was Paracelsus, who is considered to be the founder of modern toxicology. Another famous alchemist was Isaac Newton, who spent many years studying alchemy and wrote extensively on the subject. Alchemy was also popular in Asia and the Middle East, and many cultures had their own alchemists. In China, alchemy was used to develop new medicines and elixirs for immortality. In India, alchemists were known as Rasayanas, and they studied the properties of minerals and metals. However, despite its popularity, alchemy eventually fell out of favor as the scientific method began to replace it. Chemists began to rely on observation and experimentation rather than astrology and mysticism, and alchemy became associated with superstition and quackery. Nevertheless, the legacy of alchemy lives on in the modern world. Many of the techniques used by alchemists are still used in chemistry today. and the search for the Philosopher's Stone continues to inspire scientists and dreamers alike. As we conclude our exploration of the Voynich manuscript, we are left with more questions than answers. What is the true nature of reality? Can we unlock the secrets of the universe through alchemy? And what is the significance of the Voynich manuscript in all of this? Perhaps these questions cannot be answered with certainty, but the pursuit of knowledge and understanding is a journey in itself. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the cosmos, we must remain open to the possibility that there is more to our existence than what meets the eye. The Voynich manuscript reminds us of this and serves as a reminder that the universe never ceases to amaze. So what do you think? Is the Voynich manuscript an alchemical text, a guide to unlocking the secrets of the universe? Or is it something else entirely? Share your thoughts below and join the ongoing conversation about one of the most enigmatic books in history. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and stay tuned for more exciting explorations of the unknown. Until next time, keep asking questions and searching for answers. Who knows what mysteries you might uncover? The air in the cramped study hung heavy with the scent of stale coffee and desperation. Papers were strewn across the desk, each one a testament to Elena Ramirez's obsessive quest. On the screen of her ancient computer glowed the enigmatic script of the Voynich manuscript, its looped letters taunting her with their cryptic beauty. For 15 years, this room had been Elena's sanctuary, her prison, her entire world. The outside world, with its laughter and sunshine, had faded into a distant memory. Here, in the flickering lamplight, she lived and breathed the Voynich manuscript. It all began, so innocently enough, back in graduate school, when an old professor brought the manuscript to a cryptography seminar. Elena, a bright-eyed student with a passion for puzzles, saw not just a historical curiosity, but a thrilling mystery waiting to be solved. While her classmates saw a jumbled mess of meaningless letters, Elena saw patterns, connections, a hidden logic that whispered secrets to her alone. Her classmates scoffed, attributing her theories to overactive imagination or even schizophrenia. But Elena couldn't shake the feeling that the manuscript was trying to tell her something. So she delved deeper, poring over the book late into the night, her mind racing, her heart pounding with anticipation. As the years passed, Elena's life shrank to the size of her desk. Her friends and colleagues worried about her, urging her to take a break, to reconnect with the real world. But Elena couldn't tear herself away. She was too close. She could feel it in her bones. Then came the turning point, the moment when Elena's fascination turned into an all-consuming obsession. She was working late one night when she noticed a pattern in the margins, a series of seemingly random marks that coincided with certain words in the text. At first it was just a hunch, a gut feeling that there was more to these markings than met the eye. But as she studied them, the hunch grew into a conviction. These weren't random, they were deliberate. They were part of the book's secret, a secret that had eluded scholars for centuries. With trembling hands, Elena made a note of her discovery. This was it, the key to the Voynich manuscript. But as the years went by, Elena's reality became increasingly distorted, dominated by the mysterious text and its cryptic messages. She neglected her appearance, her clothes becoming disheveled and stained. Her apartment fell into disrepair, filled with piles of research and takeout containers. The outside world faded away until all that mattered was the manuscript and its secrets. Elena's obsession reached its peak, her mind fixated on unlocking the book's mysteries. Sleep became a luxury, food a chore, and human contact a distant memory. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and still Elena toiled away, driven by an insatiable curiosity. Then came the breaking point, the moment when Elena's obsession consumed her completely. One evening, as the sun set and the shadows grew long, Elena experienced a profound mental breakdown. Years of sleep deprivation, coupled with the constant stress of her obsessive quest, finally caught up with her. Sitting in her dimly lit room surrounded by piles of research, she began to hallucinate. She saw the figures from the manuscript's illustrations dancing around her, their strange and eerie forms twisting and contorting. As she looked at the Voynich manuscript, she saw faces peering back at her, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. She wanted to reach out, but her hand passed straight through the spectral forms. She was trapped in a nightmare of her own making, a terrifying glimpse into the recesses of her own mind. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it was over. The figures vanished, and the faces in the manuscript faded away. Alina was left sitting in the silence, her breathing heavy, her eyes wide with terror. She looked at the manuscript, now just a stack of yellowed pages, and realized the truth. She had allowed her obsession to consume her, to warp her perception of reality. The manuscript wasn't just a historical curiosity or a cryptographic puzzle. It was a monster, a creature of darkness that fed on her obsession and reveled in her despair. Alina had played its game and lost, but it was too late. The damage was done. Years of neglect had taken their toll. Her apartment was a wreck, her finances in shambles, and her career in ruins. The once promising scholar was now a shell of her former self, haunted by the spectre of her own obsession. Alina knew she had to do something, anything to pull herself out of the abyss. But after so much time in her self-made prison, she was too weak to resist the allure of the manuscript. Its pages called to her, promising answers and understanding. And despite knowing that it was leading her deeper into the darkness, she couldn't bring herself to walk away. The manuscript had become her entire world, and she was too afraid of the outside world to ever try to leave. Alina was trapped in a cycle of despair, unable to move forward, yet unwilling to turn back. The walls of her apartment seemed to be closing in on her, suffocating her with the weight of her obsession. She wandered through the piles of research, her mind numb, her eyes vacant, haunted by the specters of her former life. Alina was lost, not just to the world, but to herself. Her obsession with the manuscript had devoured her identity, leaving behind an empty husk devoid of hope or purpose. Yet even in the depths of her despair, a spark of defiance flickered within Alina. Deep down, she knew that she had to break free of the manuscript's grasp, to reclaim her life before it was too late. It was a faint glimmer of hope in a sea of darkness, a tiny flame struggling to stay alive in the face of overwhelming odds. Meanwhile, the Voynich manuscript lay open on the desk, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and unknown script. It seemed almost sentient, its presence growing stronger with each passing day. Alina felt its power over her, sensed its malevolent intelligence, watching, waiting, reveling in her torment. She knew that to escape its clutches, she had to confront it, to stand up against the forces of darkness that had been holding her captive. With newfound determination, Alina began to fight back against the manuscript's insidious influence. It was a slow and arduous process, like pulling herself up from the depths of a deep, dark well. But with each small victory, her resolve grew stronger. She started by forcing herself to leave the apartment, to step outside and breathe in the fresh air. At first, the world seemed hostile and alien, but with each hesitant step, Alina felt a sense of liberation. She began to explore the city, to seek out the beauty and wonder that she had missed for so long. Slowly but surely, Alina's spirit began to heal. She reconnected with old friends who offered their support and understanding, and she even found new interests and hobbies that gave her life a sense of balance and joy. As Alina's life began to heal, the manuscript's hold over her weakened. She still felt its presence, but now she was able to resist its seductive whispers. She understood that the true power of the manuscript lay in her own mind, in the darkness that had grown unchecked for so long. Now that she was reclaiming her life, the manuscript's power over her was waning. With each passing day, Alina felt a sense of freedom and empowerment. She had broken free of the chains that had bound her, and now she was ready to face the world with a newfound strength and resilience. But the scars of her obsession remained, a constant reminder of the dangers of unchecked curiosity and the importance of balance in life. Alina's journey was a long and difficult one, but it was ultimately a triumph of the human spirit over the darkest depths of obsession and despair. Did you enjoy this sad tale of Elena and the manuscript? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to stay tuned for more captivating stories.